Good morning, friend. Today topic is types of democracy. One of the interested topic, very much like interested topic is there. So in this types of democracy, we are going to discuss several forms: the liberal form of, or the majority rule democracy, or the substantive form of democracy. So these are the various form of democracy, and yeah, this democracy is why it's varies from the like one country to another country, and from one first world to second world or the third world. The first world democracy is entirely different than the third world democracy. What are the reason behind all this democracy? So we will going to discuss in very details way. So first we have to discuss about the liberal theory of democracy. And the liberal theory of democracy, this reflect from the writing of Thomas Hobbes and John Locke. So Thomas Hobbes and John Locke, what they said about the principle of autonomy, right to participate in making decisions. So any person is having the right to participate in the making of decision, of course, that we call liberal form of democracy. So in the classical liberal political theory, autonomy, freedom, equality and cornerstone of liberal theory of democracy is there. So democratic theorists make a distinction between the prospective equality and retrospective equality. So first we have to discuss about the what is prospective equality. So prospective equality obtains when a decision what is to be made for every citizen start off with the equal chance of influencing the outcome of the democratic process, and no person or group suffer particular disability that prevent them from determining that decision. So this is one of the important means no person or no group will going to suffer in this particular disability. This is we call prospective equality. But there is retrospective equality. So in the retrospective equality is what is achieved if in a decision that already has been taken, means decision already is taken, or we can say that the everyone equally determine that decision. So those both are having different, in which first you have to be participate in the decision making, and the other is already decision taken. So other is what intrinsic or instrumental value. So first we have to discuss about the intrinsic and instrumental value. What is the importance of this intrinsic and instrumental value is in democracy. So in the intrinsic value, when we value democracy as a good in itself and for itself, we assert the intrinsic value of democracy. Or that is, we argue that democracy is valuable for its own sake because it is the fairest way of giving expression to equality among citizens. But the other side, in instrumentally, democracy is good because it forced competition among political leaders. There are so many political groups are there, the ruling one, the opposition one, and they compete each other for better leadership, for better the decision making, and then they will going to give the participate in the decision making process, minimum abuse of political power and role towards human development is instrumentally. So these are the liberal approach of instinct and the instrumental value. Other is the majority rule democracy. The majority rule democracy is what the same view. Well, it's like for the common approach, means common good approach. So individual would surely hold different opinion. We can say that this is for common good approaches, but there is the different opinions about the individual. So first they will going to discuss about, because the individual is holding different opinion of how to achieve the good. So in such situation, democracy represent a fair moral compromise among people who live within the territory of the same state, but do not share a single conception of the good life. So this why it is precisely because unanimity is impossible, that the best and the most practical procedure for arriving at a decision is the principle of majority rule. But there is also critics about the majority rule. So these are the benefits. Winston Churchill, what they said. Winston Churchill said that this is probably why the Winston Churchill said described democracy is the worst form of government except for all the rest. Why Winston Churchill has said, because his opinion is about, because we are having, though many people tend to equate the principle of democracy within the principle of majority rule. So it is important to keep in mind that majority rule is only the most practicable and acceptable procedure for arriving at decision in a situation where people disagree. So at his point of view, of course, there will be, of course, right, means the people were mostly accepting or taking the decision where the people are disagree. Majority of people were taking decision, so of course they will be disagree. So this is why the moral value of democracy lies not in the principle of majority rule but in the principle of equality that underpins it. So we have to focus about this. So we cannot forget here in this paragraph what he said, if the majority is coming to take decision, means majority people came, so there is some confusion about that. So that's why this is decision in situation where mostly people are disagree. We are taking a decision when majority people will come, but taking the decision, so it's not about the all people are agree, but mainly the where people are disagree also. So in the procedural democracy to substantive democracy. So, substantive democracy we have to see why it's like has discussed. So from the procedural democracy is what? The democracy should not be seen merely as a set of institution. So in the procedural democracy we said the democracy is not only the set of institution. What is the set of institution? That is free and fair election, legislative assembly, the constitutional government. These are also known as the procedural democracy. Because why? Because it emphasizes only the procedures and institution of democracy. But the one loophole is what? It failed to see the notwithstanding formal political equality. So some citizen may be more equal than other. So in this form, maybe the rich one is getting more powerful, or maybe more equality or enjoying, or the MLA or the MP or powerful leader, they are enjoying more equality than the compared to other. Or maybe the greater voice than the other. So you can see that these are the already is the procedure, because in the institutionalization, so you can see that these are the loopholes. So more often than not, it would be poorer, less educated, and the socially disadvantaged citizens. So who would be unable to fully practice their democratic rights. So in this already, the social and economic inequality make it difficult, because in the if democracy is there but there is social and economic inequality, of course it is difficult for formal participation to be effective. So this is why the theorist emphasizes the importance of substantive democracy. In the types of democracy, we are going to discuss about the representative democracy, the participatory democracy, deliberative democracy, social democracy, and cosmopolitan democracy. So all these forms of democracy will going to give you a very good definition and understanding about the forms of democracy. So first we will going to discuss about the representative democracy. So in sense already what is the democracy is not possible a large and complex society. The mechanism through which people take part indirect in government is though electing representative to carry out their will. Means all the people will going to decide. So in this already the social contract by the John Rousseau and the such as Hobbes and Locke, what they talk about the representative government authorized by the people to act on its behalf. Means in the representative government, the people choose representative. So representative will going to act on behalf of all people, the whole community. But the Rousseau, what he said, however, sovereign power over the state should rest in the hand of citizenry and its general will, because the general will means common will. The people will going to decide, because the opinion and interest representative could never be identical to those the electorate. So other sides, the Joseph Scumter already what he said about in the in reality, democracy is not about the popular sovereignty. It is not really the case that the primary task of democracy is to vest political power in the hand of a sovereign electorate and its secondary task to elect the leader. So what he said, the first is what to give we are giving power to the sovereign electorate, means the leader is already there, and the second task is to elect the leader, means the list already whatever is given or prepared by the major political party leader, we are opting leader from them. So since this is it is on a contrary, the main purpose of democracy seems to be elect leader from among a given set of candidate. So for this already who compete with each other for the people's vote. So they are fighting for the vote of people. In this situation, the leadership is driving force. The people merely give their endorsement to one or the other leader. So this is called the realist theory of democracy. So in the participatory democracy, if we have to discuss, of course, we have to see the contribution of Rousseau, Mill, and the Patman and Benjamin. So writing of Rousseau and John Stuart Mill and Rousseau theory depend upon the participation of every individual citizen in the political decision making. So they are talking in the participation of individual in the citizen of the every decision making. There, as we discuss in the direct democracy. So here we are discussing in the participatory. So each citizens are equally dependent upon all other. What he said, we all are dependent on the each other, and for this, the equal participation or in the decision making will be the effective one. So participation is more already important not only in decision making but also as a way of protecting private interest and ensuring good governance. So this is will going to give the even the going to protect the private interest or that will ensure the good form of government. So Mill and Rousseau participation has an educative function for citizens. So people participate in common interest rather than his own selfish interest. So Bateman and Benjamin Barber already what they said favor participatory or strong democracy. As citizens are involved in community affair and social movement. So what they are discussing in the participatory development, the people are already involved for the community affair and for the development of society. The other is what the deliberative democracy. So in the deliberative democracy, the value opens and public deliberation on issue of common concern. It starts from the assumption of individual as autonomous person, but does not view the social relationship. It does not view the social relationship between these autonomous person as relationship of conflict or interest. So it sees the people are relating to each other and seek not influence each other through the reason, argument and persuasion. So for advocates, they are given their opinion that deliberative democracy persuasion is the best basic for political power. Why? Because it is alone respect the autonomy of individual and values their capacity for self-government, and it also gives individual control over an important aspect of their lives and make for greater and continuous accountability of political power. So social democracy, one of the important form of democracy, and you will going to easily understand the social democracy. So what is the importance of social democracy? You know, the social democracy is based on the strong commitment to equality. Means there is no rich, no poor, there is no hierarchy in the society. So this we call the one of the ideal of welfare state based on redistribution. If one each person is rich, the state will going to take the collection through the taxes and distribute among the poor people. So this form of democracy believe in the liberal institution of representative democracy with social justice. Suppose if justice will not going to prevail in the society, of course there is no social justice. If there is no social justice, of course there is no social democracy. So in this form of democracy, you know, the freedom of individual and free market does not fit into the democracy, because freedom of individual, as we know that individual, if they are having freedom, most of the time they use to violate the rights of other, and the free market concept will going to give benefits to the rich person rather than the poor people. So social democracy is more egalitarian than liberalism, but less radical than the Marxism socialism. So in this way, social democrats, you know, argue that all individuals should get an equitable share of society resources. Means every single person will going to get the equitable share of society resources. Whatever we are having natural resources, that the equal distribution. If poverty or disability or belonging to a minority are obstacle in this respect, then it is the duty of a state to remove such obstacle in the social democracy. It sees democracy as not only a form of government but also a principle that should inform collective life in the society as a whole. So in the cosmopolitan democracy, the last one, you know, is also important. The cosmopolitan democracy is what? Is the idea of advance by political theory. So you know, it's what is in the cosmopolitan theory is both the coming into form supranational organization such as European Union and the advanced economic cultural globalization. So you easily will going to understand what is cosmopolitan democracy, like just like European Union is what, you know, they are already having democracy, but they are equally engaged in the promotion of the democracy in their neighbor country, their outside border. And so though this, you know, this is what they are involving the supranational authority, we can say that there are so many achievement we have seen, like they have given example about the environment movement and the women movement, because you know the women movement started from the west itself, and right now you can see that all over the world their women are having right to vote. Saudi Arabia is not having, but still there are liberal forms of policy is introduced by the, like even monarchy form of government, so monarchy government, so they can provide some rights to the women. So women's rights movement and environment, and there are other human rights violation will not going to occur in the neighbor state, that will going to affect the democratic state. So that's why cosmopolitan democracy is also is one of the important form of democracy. So for this preparing lecture, you know, I have taken references from the these books. If you need this book, please comment on in the comment box, and please thank you for watching my video. If you like this video, please subscribe, so more subscription will going to encourage me to upload more videos. So even if you need any other lecture or any other issues you want to discuss with me, keep commenting me and like my video, share my video, so I can even add in my next lecture I will going to present, or I can lecture some new topic based on your demand. So okay, thank you for watching my video there. Okay, have a nice day.